Hello everyone, welcome to Fingertip Facts. In this video, we are going to know about the concept of Aryanism. Aryanism is an ideology of racial supremacy which views the supposed Aryan race as a distinct and superior racial group which is entitled to rule the rest of humanity. It was the notion of a blue-eyed, blonde-haired super race destined to unite and rule the world. The concept of Aryanism was first developed by British historian George William Cox in his book The Mythology of Aryan Nations, published in London in 1870. The term Aryan was derived from an Indo-European root word meaning noble. Aryans were thought to be the descendants of a noble super race of pure racial origin from an imagined rural golden age. Its destiny was to unite and rule the world. The Aryanist movement still exists on political right wing today. Aryanism underwent further development in Nazi Germany in the 1930s, when it was used to justify the regime's oppression of Jews and East Europeans. According to Hitler, Aryans were to be identified with the blue-eyed and blonde-haired people typically found in the Northern Europe, including Germany. Their destiny was to gain hegemony over non-Aryans who would be treated as subject peoples. Ironically, this notion actually hindered Hitler's initial war strategy in 1939 and 1940, when he made a number of peace overtures to the British whom he treated as fellow Aryans. Only after these were firmly rejected by Winston Churchill in 1940 did Hitler concentrate on Aryanism within the Greater Germany of the Third Reich. The concept of a super race influenced European thinking for much of the later 19th and early 20th centuries and spawned a number of more or less horrific social and political experiments. These included Nazi effort to improve European genetic inheritance by both fostering Aryan elements through the Lebensborn program of selective parental assistance and rooting out perceived racial and mental defects via pseudoscience of eugenics. The logical conclusion of Aryanism was the Holocaust, which demonstrated to members of every race both the dangers and moral turpitude of the concept. Since the military defeat of Nazi Germany by the Allies in 1945, some Neo-Nazis have developed a more inclusive definition of Aryan, claiming that the peoples of Western Europe are the closest descendant of Asian Aryans, with Nordic and Germanic people being the most racially pure. According to Nicholas Goodrick-Clarke, many Neo-Nazis want to establish an autocratic state modeled after Nazi Germany to be called the Western Imperium. It is believed that this proposed state would be able to attain world domination by combining the nuclear arsenals of the four major Aryan world powers, the United States, the United Kingdom, France and Russia, under a single military command. This proposed state would be led by a Führer-like figure called the Vindex and would include all areas inhabited by the Aryan race as conceived by Neo-Nazis. Only those of the Aryan race would be full citizens of the state. The Western Imperium would embark on vigorous and dynamic program of space exploration, followed by the creation of genetic engineering of a super race called Homo Galactica. The concept of Western Imperium is based on the original concept of the Imperium as outlined in the 1947 book Imperium.